Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Check, Panther. Here we go.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second down, Pollard again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Here's Pollard again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake, here's Ward. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Ward. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. On 4th down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. Sly able to put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They get their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Shoves him away. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Drop 60, drop 60. 19 target. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
19, 18. 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren from 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Bronco 80. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Ward. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. To throw is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Titans have regained the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated brewers. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go. Shot. 80. Bronco 80.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
first and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. In motion right is Pittman. Now here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Here's a screen down for Pollard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Ready. Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Pretty good effort there just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought for a second he might get all the way and pick up the first.
But he really did give it an excellent effort, a little extra effort there. He actually kept them in position where there's a decision to be made on 4th down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 3rd and 7. 64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Richardson working from the gun. A quick throw there is incomplete.
offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready? 19, Tiger,
They'll send a
19,
receiver
Tiger.
in motion to the right. From the gun, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
19, fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ward off the play fake. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Get it. Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down. There's good running. Gets him to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now, Ward. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield. I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing is Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the check.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Richardson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Alert! Alert! Cut 19! 79 Broncos! Buffalo 18! Ready?
Now Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 41-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A give to Pollard running left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on.
Off play action, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, he forced this throw, nearly intercepted in the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fortunately, no turnover, but it is fourth down.
On the jump. Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Going for it. Here's Ward. Touchdown. Darnell Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, ready. 18, ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Liking it, ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Now it's Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Connecting over the middle with Downs. He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go now.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
19 Tiger.
Running left, Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Downs going in motion right. Down the field, he's got one. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18 Cardinal. 60.
Richardson off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Ward now working out of the gun. Completes it to Perry. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Ward. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Look at the big man rumble. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Ready. Liking, ready.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the jump. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. team. Pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Pierce. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Pack the 60. Pack. Hurt. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Go.
Going for it on 4th. Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he throws it in for the Colts touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 20, Titans 17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Now Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ward to throw once more. That's complete to DK. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the Titans are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Spears fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
To throw is Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darnell Washington. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 7.
Warriors, 70. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third and 7.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. This taken in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mustang 19. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now, they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Titans first down, and that should just about do it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 17-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, here's Spears.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.